Hey there everybody, Kopika here. Welcome back to more Tales of Vesperia. In the last episode, we managed to get to the Shaiko ruins, end up getting ourselves a fancy new sorcerer's ring, and now we're gonna go a little bit deeper into the Shaiko ruins so we can go ahead and end up finding that Blastiacore thief. But knowing this game, if we end up finding the Blastiacore thief, then man, this is gonna be a very short game. We got ourselves bats. I'm not gonna lie to you, the Tales of Vesperia enemies are by far the most basic naming enemies in existence, and I find that the bosses are a little bit more betterly named. But hey, you know what? That's okay. So, I'm just gonna hit that bat. Hey, we actually managed to stun him. So, a little bit of a fun fact. If you are stunned in this game, I'm going to tell you right now, I recommend you rotating the controller stick. Because if you rotate the controller stick, you can essentially go ahead and save yourself some trouble and actually get out of your stun animation a lot faster. Because the little stars ends up disappearing a lot faster when you rotate the controller stick. A little bit of a... Oh my god. A little bit of a tip for you if you're playing this game and with your friends and they're like stunned. So I would be playing as Rita at the moment, but the thing is that she doesn't have any of the good fancy moves. But when you are playing with among your friends and you know you kind of want them to have like a little bit of a good time, let them play as Rita. Rita's pretty good. She's pretty boss. She's pretty cool in what she does, and by far one of my favorites as she. Huh, interesting. I think that line is only unique if you're not friends with her.
Hey, didn't you say something about the castle not too long ago?
Oh? Yes, well, you see...
Yeah, I was in the castle a while back. I used to be a knight.
You? A knight? Please, how gullible do you think I am?
Believe it or not, it's true.
Will wonders never cease?
Is it really so hard for everyone to believe that? Come on, let's go.
Hey, they changed the subject on me.
Damn straight. So that way you don't end up asking too many questions. I mean, yeah, we kind of gave you 20 questions, but hey, you know what? We're allowed to. You're a thief, even though you're clearly not. Anyways, like I said, there are two different stun animations. Not sure if I even said it or not, but yeah, there are two different stun animations. There's also another animation where if you kind of do it too much, they will get aggravated and just literally rush at you. There are some enemies that it just does not work on. Well, I should say it works on mostly every enemy. It's just that sometimes it's a rare chance that it will just aggravate them and they would just come after you. It won't do anything in battle, thank God, but it will end up making it so that they will end up running at you. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I can say to that.
You did it, Rita. Yeah, I guess. And you're so cool. I'm gonna go nuts.
The bonding between Rita and Estelle is by far the most adorable Kino thing ever. Anyways, I'm actually going to change the weapon back to the sword because, as I stated before, I do feel that the axes are just a little bit slower compared to a sword. So I don't know why. It just feels that way to me. It's probably not true, but it just feels that way to me. Yo, we have a whole lot of level ups in that one entire fight. I'm also going the wrong way because you're supposed to come over here, end up pressing this little switchy dude here. Actually, let's examine this first. Oh, we can't. Alright, well, never mind then. And I'm hitting this will end up activating the pillar that is over to our, well, down, I guess. And need to activate that, and then we'll activate the pillar over to the right. And then we'll just continue on forward from there. Like I said, it's not a very complicated area. It's self-explanatory. You just put little thing there, put that thing there, got ourselves a new weapon. Also, luckily enough, Tales of Vesperia is also one of those games where, well, mostly all the Tales games do this, where even if a character is not part of the team, they will still gain levels, which is really good because it ends up mitigating one major issue that I have. Also, that golem is alive. You can ignore him and you don't even have to mess with him. So that door does not open, but so we have to go the roundabout, and we got back attack somehow. So funny enough, getting back attack is for right now is not really that terrible because of the fact that you only literally just have 2 party members that they can shuffle around, so it's not that complicated or that awful. In fact, it's not even awful in general, because it's not like you get staggered, so, you know. Also, yeah, like I said, Rita can wield chains and sashes, or scarves, I guess you can call them. But sashes and scarves or whatever, and chains are usually the only things that she can equip. What's the difference between the two? Well, I mean, some is actually better than others. The guy sells a longsword, which is really good because we technically need that right at the moment. My favorite thing about the this game is that you can see all the different weapons, like all the weapons in cutscenes. So, you know, you have like joke weapons, so you can just equip those, and it's actually kind of hilarious. You know, sometimes it's actually good whenever the enemy is actually running around for another character. Oh, god damn it. Why did it just give me another... Oh, wait, no, that's for Carol. Never mind. I actually thought that was for me for a second. It's like, no, I don't need another one. It's like, no, calm down. It's for the other dude.
If that ceiling collapsed, we'd be buried alive.
What are you saying stuff like that for, Estelle? What if that really happened?
Come on, don't be such a wimp. These ruins are made of stronger stuff than that.
Ah! Estelle! Now the ceiling's gonna collapse because you were talking about it! Huh?
No, sorry, I just stubbed my toe on a rock.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Yuri, you're mean.
Come on! Let's hurry and finish up what we're doing so we can get out of these ruins.
What rock made that loud noise? It's a very huge ass rock, not gonna lie. Anyway, we got ourselves an introduction to another save point. As I stated before, there are 2 types of save points in this game. There are regular, which is the yellow-orange looking one, and the blue one. The blue one ends up actually healing you. As you see here, all our health is we are hurting for bruising. But if we end up going through this, we're healed. So this is basically a heal all save point. It ends up showing up in only certain particular situations. A sturdy fence blocking the way. Unless there's an earthquake, it doesn't look like it will budge. Probably something to take into consideration at some point. You never know. Actually, now that I think about it, I think that might be like a PS3 sort of deal, because I'm just gonna just say something here right quick. That door never ended up opening in the Xbox 360 version. Or maybe it did, and I just don't remember. Who knows? We'll just have to end up just coming back and like fit after 50 hours.
We finished them off.
Oh yeah, we should... Well, actually, no, I don't want to cook anything now because I don't want it to fail, and the next thing you know, I'm sad. So let's activate this, so that way those stairs can come up. You notice you see a very wonderful looking model robot over there, right? Just take a look at him. We can't really do anything with him at the moment, but he's probably going to be a little bit important. Let's just call it a little bit of a hunch, shall we?
This whole journey is a learning experience.
I think you need to lighten up.
Thanks to that battle, Estelle ended up learning the move Barrier, so now she can end up giving us defense. Unfortunately, Estelle does not utilize her defensive abilities all that much. It's super rare that the AI actually will ever do such a thing. So if you kind of want to end up having your team have a lot of defensive buffs, I recommend you doing it yourself, because Estelle is not going to do it. In all fairness, you never should count on the AI to do any sort of status-inducing moves at all, or any sort of status buffs, because they are not smart. They're essentially like the equivalent of Donald and Goofy, where you think that Donald will actually end up helping you, but in reality, he really doesn't. It's kind of ridiculously nuts. So yeah, don't count on it, is all I'm trying to say. But hey, if you want to go ahead and risk yourself and thinking that, yay, you know what? Maybe just that one moment, maybe she probably will end up buffing me up. I don't know. Usually the case when it comes to like AIs and JRPGs, they usually kind of make it so that they end up doing something only if it's like certain dire situations. Like if you're like in a mega ultra badass boss fight sort of deal. And that's usually the case with a lot of AI characters. But sometimes I just feel they're just outright just dumb. And the Tails characters, like, I don't know if they've gotten any better, but I have noticed that most of the games you just die very quickly. And it's very super easy to just get KO'd by the most simplest things. It's kind of sad, to be honest. Like, it's literally one of the most saddest things ever, and I don't like. So, interestingly enough, this area, that's actually a ruse. You're not supposed to even come over here, because coming over here just basically gets you screwed over by activating these golems. Except for this one. This one never... What the... Okay, never mind. He actually is awake. Okay, wow, alright. What? I thought he was not going to actually be awake. He's actually alive. Okay. Well then. Game lied to me. Oh. Okay. You know what? I didn't know that. No, I'm actually being dead serious. That is a legit reaction. I never knew that that's actually how you get that. Huh. Then again, I guess it probably would no, because it's still, okay, so that's a new weapon that I never actually gotten for Estelle ever in my life, because I didn't just think to just use the sorcerer's ring to just activate the golem and that's it. So, hey, it is, you know what? LP's my dude, you just try out everything and everything's gonna be just alright. That was a legit, genuine reaction. I'm not even lying. Like, I'm not. Anyways, Rita ended up learning magic arts, and now I can actually switch on the chain. So I think the recovery thing is the thing that I was thinking of, where if we can get up easily, which is really good. So I'm actually gonna cut this save because you guys don't really need to see this. So be right back. When you're doing JRPGs, you always usually want to roll your saves, because if you don't roll your saves, you're sad, and then you have to do all the recording all over again. I've had that plenty of times with Chrono Trigger, and I hated it, because there's only 3 save slots in that game, which is actually pretty awful.
Hey!
Jeez, what is this thing? So this is a Blastia too?
But what I want is the Aqua Blastia, not this puppet.
What are you doing? Don't just go poking at him like that. If I can just analyze him, I'll finally be able to complete my anima formula. Huh? No, his Blastia core is missing.
Rita, looks like one of your friends is here.
Hey, who are you?
Me? I'm just a Blastia researcher from Ospio.
That sounded convincing.
And just who are all of you? This place is off limits, you know.
I think you just gave yourself away. I don't know who you are, but you're definitely not from Ospio if you don't recognize me.
Guess she's got no problems with modesty.
This job is just full of problems. If it's not the Knights, it's a bunch of kids.
Ah, it's moving!
Rita! Let me see. Wait a minute. What? How did you... I was just trying to heal your wounds.
Hey, you guys! Stop playing around and help us!
All right. I'm going after that idiot. You all take care of this.
What do you mean you'll leave it to us? How are you gonna get through?
Oh, that idiot!
I guess we've got no choice but to play with this wind-up toy for now.
Let's get this over with and go after that jerk.
And now it's time for our third boss fight. This is Goliath. Because, you know, anything big is usually always just called Goliath. Now, Goliath is very interesting. His secret mission is actually something that he's trying to do right now. It's the X-Buster. That attack is very damaging, as you can tell. So, the Goliath has a defense, as you can see there. He's pretty gosh darn annoyingly bad to end up hitting. So what we have to do is that we just have to keep slapping him as Estelle ends up healing everybody. I was gonna go ahead and end up you know, leveling with myself. So you just noticed that the boss just went into over limit. So what you're actually supposed to do to stop the X-Buster cannon is you're supposed to knock it down. You see that little leg piece right there? Yeah, that leg piece is something that you're supposed to end up hitting it to be able to tip it over. It's kind of weird and it's really hard. It's not like you can really easily end up targeting the thing very, you know, fairly anyways. But if it ends up charging the X-Buster, which I'm kind of hoping that it does, which is probably not going to be able to do because it's probably not going to do it anymore. But to be able to get the secret thing, the secret mission, you need it to charge up its X-Buster. Once it ends up doing that, then you can end up knocking it down. Unfortunately, it's just going to keep going to overlimit, which is actually pretty bad because it ends up gaining a stamina, but it's already dead.
Let them use Blastia for evil.
Let's go chase him down.
Oh man, no break.
As I stated before, secret missions are hit and miss for me. We're not going for all the secret missions, but I can tell you what most of the secret missions, you have to, oh God. I will tell you how to obtain some of the secret missions, because there are some I don't know, and there are some I do know.
All that's left is to cut off its power supply. I'm sorry.
Rita, hurry!
All right. Come on, let's go! But Flynn...
There can't be many nights here if our shady friend in the cloak is just wandering around.
So you think Flynn is...
I don't think he's here anymore. Come on!
If I just had a little more time, I could have figured out the anima formula.
Is that why we were fighting that thing?
Of course.
You suck!
You were already here looking for the thief. I just had you guys help out a little.
Let's go, let's go!
Now we got the introduction to bosses going to overlimit. Overlimit for bosses is by far the most annoying thing that you can ever end up asking for in this game. And there's one particular boss that we're about to get to soon that ends up love spamming it so much, and I can't wait to not fight him and not lose. Hopefully. I'm not really banking on us winning the first try, because that boss is actually really the most annoying boss in the normality of this game. In fact, funny enough, that boss was actually interesting enough the boss that you fought in the demo of this game. League. But yeah, unfortunately we couldn't get the secret mission, because the secret mission you have to end up knocking him down when he's charging up the X-Buster. It's a little bit easier if you're using actual attacks that can knock him down, but unfortunately we were just way too late. And also sucks, what actually also sucks is that he did the move twice and we still could have knocked him down. Whatever. I'm not really so hell-bent. It's just grades that I'm losing out on if I don't get the secret mission. You get a unique animation there and also kind of unique dialogue, but that's really about it.
Look, there he is!
I feel like an easy.
Alright. Let's go ahead and kill these Wollywogs, and then we can move on with our lives. Seriously, these guys look like freaking Wollywogs from Pikmin. Weird.
It'll be 100 years before you can pay. I learned something.
How can he just steal the core and walk off like that?
Stop! Make him stop! I've only been hired to do a job. I was told to get a good price for any Blastia cores I could find.
You stole cores from the Imperial capital too, didn't you?
The capital? No way, not me.
Then maybe it was one of your friends.
Yeah, it's that creep, Hideki.
Where'd he run off to?
He's probably picking up his money from the client right now.
Client, huh? And who exactly might that be?
All I know is he's somewhere in Torum Harbor. I don't know any more than that. He was a huge bruiser of a guy with a scar on his right cheek and one eye missing.
So is this the guy collecting all the cores?
And where did you steal that sorcerer's ring?
Who says I stole it? The client gave it to me, said it would be useful for this job.
Liar. That's not something the boss of some pickpockets could get his hands on.
Honest, you gotta believe me.
This thing sounds pretty big. You think somebody important is behind it all?
I think you're on the right track, Captain Carroll. This doesn't sound like some ordinary band of thieves.
Man, first the knights, then the monsters, now this.
Knight? Then Flynn was here after all.
Yeah, that's him. That damn knight.
Shut up!
Great, Rita. You knocked him out. Now what?
I'll have the city guards come pick him up later.
All right then, let's get back to Ospio.
Oh, that was actually kind of pathetic. He couldn't even take a hit. Anywho, let's head back to Ospio. Unless something actually happens, then I will end up cutting to that something happening. But until then, we're just literally running right back to Ospio. So I'm just gonna cut.
So Flynn wasn't in there either. So, who is this knight exactly? He's Yuri's friend. Your friend? That must be a pain.
Huh?
Never mind. So what brings him to this town?
He was looking for a mage to repair Halur's barrier blastia.
Oh, that rookie. He came to see me too.
Flynn did? Was he all right?
Yeah, I guess.
You guess?
Well, since he's a knight, I'm sure he got some mage or another to help. Maybe he's already back in Halur.
Oh no.
Well, do you trust me yet?
I don't think Rita's the sort of person to steal.
Vouch for her character all you like, but that doesn't prove her innocence.
But
Don't bother trying to make him believe me. But I really didn't do it, you know.
Well, I guess research seems to fit you better than robbery.
Yuri isn't very good at expressing his feelings.
What a weirdo. I'm gonna go let the city guards know about what happened. Go and wait for me in my lab.
I don't think those stubborn guards will let us pass through the entrance.
True. Then take this with you. Show this to the guard and they should let you through.
Thanks.
Got it? Don't leave town without my permission, or you'll be sorry.
It's a good thing the core thief you're chasing turned out not to be Rita, right, Yuri?
Well, how do you figure that? I couldn't care less who the core thief was. I would have loved it if it were Rita. I'd be done by now.
I wouldn't let her hear you say that.
Well, at least we got a lead for catching the real criminal. I can't complain about that.
I mean, yeah, you gotta take what you can get, to be fair. The facility is under direct control of the Empire. If you don't have business here, please move along. But I got a card, man. It is Ospio, the closed city of learning. Okay, I'm pretty sure is... alright, whatever. Anyways, let's just go into the lab, talk to Rita, get some information here and there, and then she could just join our party for a good permanentness of adventures.
If you're that worried about Flynn, would you rather leave now?
It's just... I've got to say a proper goodbye to Rita.
Then take it easy.
What are you gonna do after this, Yuri?
I guess I'll go pay a visit to the guy behind all this core stealing. It sounds like Hideki ended up going to the same place too.
In that case, we should make a beeline for Nor Harbor.
Didn't he say Torum Harbor?
Oh, right. You don't know.
Don't know what.
Nor and Torum are both ports of a city that extend across two different continents. On the Ilikian side, where we are now, is the port of Capua Nor. People call it Nor Harbor. Capua Torum is the port on the other side, on the Tolbikian continent. It's usually just called Torum Harbor. So first we'll go to Nor Harbor. We'll have to pass by Emmett Hill on the way, but it's not that far west from here.
I'll be going back to Halur. I still need to follow Flynn.
I don't know. Maybe I'll head back to Halur too.
Huh? Why? How can you just say that? The thief's gonna get away!
There's no reason to panic. According to our friend in the ruins, it sounds like his client's based there. Besides, if we're going west, that'll take us close to Halur.
Oh, man! But
You gotta be somewhere? A sick girlfriend with an incurable disease or something?
Man, if only she really was a frail girl like that.
I know I asked you to wait for me, but you sure made yourselves at home, didn't you?
Oh, welcome back. What ended up happening to the thief?
He's probably crying quietly to himself in his cell by now.
Sorry for suspecting you.
What a heartfelt apology. I'll take it, though. It worked out pretty well for me, too.
Rita?
Well, thanks for the hospitality.
What? Going so soon?
We don't want to overstay our welcome. Plus, we're in a bit of a hurry.
I'm so happy to have met you, Rita. I'm afraid we have to go now. I'll thank you properly later.
Okay.
So tell me about this frail girlfriend of yours, Carol.
What?
The reason you want to go to Nor Harbor is so you can see her, isn't it?
How do you know about her?
I knew it!
No! I mean, she's not even in Nor Harbor.
Oh, it's not Nor Harbor?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You might as well come clean, Carol. It's obvious Estelle's not going to give up.
You've got it all wrong!
Carol!
Alright, cool. I mean, sure, I guess.
For seeing us off, we'll say goodbye here.
I'm going with you.
You're doing what?
Oh, so this is why you told us not to leave without saying goodbye, huh?
Yeah.
Is that it? Just yeah?
Can you just leave like that? You're an important mage here, right?
I want to see Halur's barrier Blastia for myself. It's no good to the people if it's broken, right?
Actually, the three of us fixed it together.
Huh? What do you mean you fixed it? You're just amateurs.
You know, we revived it. It was great.
Let's just say it was
Estelle-
beginner's luck.
Now I'm really worried. I'll have to go see if it's been done properly or not.
Suit yourself.
What?
I've never had a real friend my own age before.
I'm not so sure This is gonna be so much fun. Yeah.
When we left the capital, it was just me, Repeat, and Estelle.
Now Carol and Rita have joined us. I'm so happy to have more people to travel with.
I'm not so sure about some people in our party, though.
I'm not so sure about you little runt.
Hey now, go easy on the young captain.
Rita, we all have to work to get along, okay?
Oh yeah, right.
Oh god, it's gonna get worse later on. Oh man. In all honesty, this group of band of people is like literally the best. But anyways, enough of me gushing about the character developments and the characters in this game. I think it's time to end the episode because we're almost near to the point of I don't like this game anymore. Anyways, that is the end of this episode of Tales of Vesperia. We shall be heading back to Halor, getting some bit of details there to show Rita that, hey, we fixed the thing so you can leave us alone. And then we shall be heading to Demo Hill, because that's exactly what that area is, and that is where the demo initiated in Tales of Vesperia when it was first released on the Xbox 360. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Laters!